see in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time? Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Now gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's swing. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we ain't ready, no Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous.
Here we go. Block 20.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So the toss play effective even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Great. Oh, it's Silver, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back on into the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
throwing his Hurts.
At the 35-yard line.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 30 yards. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hard for another sucker to play. Sure, this ain't the
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here in Montgomery. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Super 180! Super 66! What's that?
Goff now looking to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 55 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Get your money up. I go money down. I'm not a black. All my people down. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your product is just not the same to us.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Silver, set. Great, set. I know you want that.
It's Barkley on the counter. Able to slither by. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Good, set.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
2nd and goal.
He's going to get it again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We go tonight.
Out of the gun, Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Second and 10. Goff now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. We'll call it a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
63.
They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Runs through the contact. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Given 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Cobain at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Gone. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Goff. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Go, 12, go. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 37 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Anthony Schwartz, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
We go, Todd! 180!
Now Williams. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and
20! Come on, come on!
Now it's gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as they get the ball down inside the 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here we go. 120.
To throw is gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to throw, Goff. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
180.
To the air again. Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Bates' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 89 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Silver, ready?
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. A good pickup there at 22. 22 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The kick is good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Outside, so I'm staying inside. Shout you and I take a poop like Tupac. I see the bunch of mean guys in the band that are tied. Don't know the west side, give it side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you died trying to feel alive, but I'm missing
the Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Super! Merlin!
Goff throwing again. Now he's going to step up and run. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Goff. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. And look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Pressure, they got him again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. The clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've got a lot of... slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set to begin their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Hurts. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 104 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Don't touch that. Anyway, can't let get it. Nice right.
They'll set up to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Anthony Schwartz saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
42. Lions 24. Jake Elliott to kick off Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Goff now looking to throw. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Good, set.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like an spot right in midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave it with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Hey, 73.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hey, easy, 60. No touch that. Hey, anyway, up. No touch.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get more sustained drive going here.
22 says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's complete to the Laporta. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Lions...
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. Black 20. What's that?
Goff. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for a sack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up
Goff going to shift him around.
What's that?
He'll look to throw. He's got right on the short throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. That one let go deep for Laporta. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They start the drive with Evans. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now. And that's a heck of a run.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
Great, set. All right, anyone, huh? Do all now. Delta.
A give up the middle to Evans. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hey, Silver. Motion, KC.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He's going to be out at the 45-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
You're not. I see through your hand and
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Great.
They'll drop the throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Great. Silver, set. Delta.
A run on 1st down with Shipley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Great, set. And Kyle Yeti. Delta.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, it's not a guy they want to see consistently. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and they got it to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Hey, 180, 180.
He'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time.
Inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.